a breath from the shoreline, I feel blessed. Take me northbound back to home, where I know I see your footprints in the sand. Feel hairs raise on the back of my hand. Take me northbound back to home, where I know. And you feel like you're a
What's going on, dudes? Let's hope my game doesn't crash when I go back into it. Whenever I talk about it crashing, it normally does, and it doesn't, so we're all good. How is everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a superb evening. We have Renegades and Splyce Twitch let us go live just in time for this BO2 for the ECS Development League. And it should be a good one. It's the first day of the ECS Development League. Two pretty power-packed teams, Renegades and Splyce, both upcoming talent. As it's going to be some early pressure given from Renegades. Stillo will drop early. As Splyce have three members towards this site, make it four. One more back site. Drone's going to wide swing. Nice shot in Yam. As Renegades now are going to realize there's heavy pressure from Splyce towards the B side of the map. We're going to immediately start the shuffle over towards the A site where Crucial lies in wait. He's going to get challenged by JKS. Easy kill for him. Spins around, finds Azur, and he'll find the third Crucial. What an absolute beast. First round, I was not ready for this. As Crucial was certainly ready, as he's able to take care of all three of the Renegades players. An insane play coming up from Crucial. I wasn't ready for it. Not even warmed up, but clearly Crucial is, and he's here to play. As Crucial finds three, and the first round for Splyce. The one thing Renegades do have going for them that round is the bomb planted. As Splyce now going to buy up their SMGs, M4 out on Ricks. As Crucial is going to be rocking the CZ even after winning the first round. He's going to be saving and going to try to up his game in the first buy round. Arya will get tagged early as these three UMPs start to do some work around the map. As Renegades, they know they got bomb planted. They can buy in the following round. One flashbang is going to be out onto Adder. Hello, Face It. Sounds like a plan. As Renegades just going to be hanging out with the Glock Semphis. Going to be playing back plat this UMP. These Glocks with no armor are going to be easier to shred for these SMGs. But we'll see if these Glocks are going to be able to do any damage. A couple frags and a bomb plant would be extremely beneficial to Renegades. Regardless, they will get a buy in the following round as they are going to be playing it slow early. And now starting the shift towards Long A, where Crucial, the man of the pistol round, lies in wait with a CZ in hand. As he's going to try to challenge, gets one, will immediately drop to his Stillo. The Glock's already doing some damage, but Arya is literally hot on the case with that Molotov. They're going to run through it. They want to get to the site before rotations come through. As the CZ, Crucials gets picked up and does damage. How are these Glocks winning this so far? As Semphis's nade will end it. But these Glocks did substantial damage, finding three. As Splyce, though, will keep their heads held high as they pick up the round, and here comes the buy from Renegades. A fair amount of damage dealt by the Glocks. Let's see what they can do on AKs. As it's 2-0 early. As the Renegades get a smoke out on every player. Flashbangs, one Molotov. As Arya is going to be playing on the edge of this mid-smoke. As JKS and Yam just going to be holding their default. Renegades falling into that default. Or Azur. I can turn up in-game. No problem. No problem, sir. I missed a little bit as Arya, as the smoke fades, is able to catch JKS reloading. As Yam's going to go in for the trade frag. Gets spotted. Nice repeat, though, through the door. Will find Arya. As Yam, what was that second shot towards the player Long A? He's able to find Crucial. As Azur and Astillo towards drop are able to find Drone now. A two-man advantage. Make it a one-man advantage and make it a three-man once again. As Renegades will clean house across the map. Keeping three players alive in the first rifle round. As Splyce will lose their gun battles. As Renegades just hold the default and it will pay off. Finding the kills towards drop room. The default towards A paid off dividends. As both frags got picked up for Renegades towards mid. And after that, it was easy peasy for them to find the players towards drop. As well as plat. As we're 2-1 now. Splyce on 2 Mag 7s. Upgraded pistols. Some utility to work with. 3 smokes at least. As Drone, of course, he's going to be in drop room with the mag. We've seen him do this before if you've ever watched Splyce on Cobblestone. He always manages to do substantial damage with the mag, as Ustillo might be his first target. As Drone's going to have the Molotov at his feet, flashbang as well. Drone's able to get around the corner to at least some safety. He is tagged down to 73 HP. Splycer is going to continue to posture up, as Renegades have no reason to go ahead and run into a site. There is a potential for a stack, and Renegades are aware of this. But Drone's still going to be on the hunt with his own mag. Crucial, once again, back towards the long position with his CZ. And with 50 seconds on the clock, Arya is going to try to make a play happen towards mid. He'll find JKS. Nice kill with his P250 to drop an AK, but that's the only Renegades member on that side of the map. The other members of Renegades are down drop and looking like they're going to want to try to make a wrap towards the A side. As Drone will drop. Semphis, nice kill on Azur. As Yam's going to find Arya. I'll have to turn the voice off in a second. As Crucial will pick up the AK towards sight. And he's going to hear all of this action going down. As Yam will be able to punch the bomb with 20 seconds remaining. This retake now is doable for Splyce. They've retrieved 2 AKs. As Estelle is going to turn around. Easy kill on Crucial. Crucial doesn't check the corner. As the voice will get turned off momentarily.
Oh my
Hold on. As these 2 Splyce members, I don't want to cut off any of the action. They're going to just hold. I don't think they're going to go for this. They're not. They're going to run away. Voice enable 0 to the rescue. As Semphis and Rix are going to be saving the AK and the mag and armor on Semphis. So Splyce, with the pistol and mag buy, are able to inflict some damage. Won't pick up the round, but they will get away with a little bit of straps and AK. As Renegades will tie things up at 2. Splyce gonna buy a little bit around this mag and AK save. They don't want to invest too much. They want to get a strong buy on the board in the following round. There's gonna be just a CZ picked up by Arya. As they'll have 2 smokes to work with. There goes the first one towards Plat. As Yam's gonna start to slowly work his way out there. Azur gonna come through the mid smoke with a flashbang. As Arya gonna creep through himself, get a hold from JKS, knowing that Splyce are gonna be low on what they invested into this round, and he would be correct in that assumption. 2 USPs, an AK and a mag. JKS out mid, gonna spot Crucial. Easy kill for him on a player with no armor. As Semphis long range gets one with the mag. And I don't imagine Rix is gonna be rotating towards the A site. It's already been taken care of by Renegades. And Semphis just gonna be playing around with the idea of possibly getting an AK in his hands. No reason not to force Renegades to exit by other means. As Rix will hold the mid. He'd love to hold on to this AK, but again, it's one of these situations where even if he doesn't hold on to it, they'll have a buy in the following round. It should be a pretty substantial buy. 3-round loss. 4,900 out on Semphis. As Semphis is just going to retreat now, and Renegades will pick up their 3rd round. We're going to be sitting at a scoreline of 3-2. And here comes the buy from Splyce. Rix will get full utility by saving that AK. His teammates are going to buy up, ops out on Crucial. We've seen Crucial so far playing towards the A side of the map. He likes to play towards long. While Arya likes peeking mid early. We'll see what the setup is going to be from Splyce this time. As Crucial does have the op, we'll go on board with him, and he is going towards mid. A smoke's going to bloom. He's going to play a little bit of anti-flash. And based on no utility usage by Renegades, he's slowly going to work his way out and trying to find this pick. With nobody home, though, Renegades, once again, will just settle into their default. Azur worries about drop room. They have 2 members towards outer yard to lock down A in case any aggression comes out from Splyce. Other than that, it's a pretty cut and dry default by Renegades. As Ustillo, he even caught me off guard, but Rix with the flick will find him. Ustillo creeped out without anyone on Splyce noticing, even me. As he was able to get the nice quick kill on Semphis. A nice quick trade, though, in response by Splyce. In the back of the reactions by Rix. Leaves us at 4 men apiece as Azur's going to come down, drop room bomb. Still towards T-Apps. They're going to give a little bit of time for Azur to work with. Drone, nice timing. We'll find him looking the other way. As the FAMAS starts to ring in and ring the ears of Renegades. They're going to consider the option of A site. They still have to deal with Crucial, who's posted up, holding long A as well as Danger Stairs. But Renegades going to give JKS and Yam a little bit of room to work with. Crucial is rotated now to an even better position for himself, and he'll find Yam. A nice flick up. 30 seconds, Renegades, 2 members up. Bomb is on the back of Adder. And they are just going to slowly work their way up long A. But this is looking extremely good for Splyce. As Crucial, here's a player towards long. There's one mid. He'll miss the shot on JKS. He'll actually leg him. But he has support. JKS will be alive for the time being until Arya shows up to the scene and has to get his hands dirty as he'll get one. And now the call comes that Adder's pushing site. Arya goes up. Bomb has to get planted. 4 seconds. This is it. Splyce have won the round. Arya will aerial a strike from above, finding Adder, as Splyce will pick it up. I mean, I have no problem putting it on max graphical settings, but, you know, as a player as well, maybe you can relate to having your settings set. You know, I'm too lazy to make a config file. I'm sorry. Azur, right-click, flashbang through the mid. Arya and Crucial gonna be trying to hold down mid. They have escaped, though, for the time being, as Azur's gonna lead the charge up towards Danger Stairs. They don't want to contest mid yet. As Yam back towards his plat position with the op, he's kept Splyce honest towards this plat position. He's going to be able to find Rix. Nice shot from him. Azur going to hold his position towards the Danger Stairs. I am lazy. Well, it's not that I'm too lazy. It's just I have all my settings. You feel? I will turn it up for game number 2 or at break, alright? Don't worry about it. If it bugs you that much, I will fix it for your viewing enjoyment. I got you. Arya able to find Azur. And Arya gonna continue to aggress. He'll find a second for free. Estillo can't trade it out. He's gonna do his best to, as he will be able to find Arya in the end. But tag down to 32 HP. This might just be the money nade, and it will be. Estillo goes down, leaving it all on Yam. And a 1v3, bomb on his back with 30 seconds. As Yam's gonna slowly work his way towards site. Crucial lies in wait like a snake in the grass, as Yam's gonna use his utility to try to make this take easier. Crucial's forced to jump up and out of sight. As Yam, this is a tall task for him. 15 seconds, and immediately he peeks and will drop to Crucial. Splyce up 4-3, and let's take a look at how much money is gonna be remaining on the Renegades side. And the answer is not too much. They'll have to eco for 1 round until they get a strong buy back out on the board. Crucial posted up towards mid with the op. A little bit of a different setup from Splyce this round, playing more passive, push back towards the A site. They have a good read on the economy for Splyce. Good Molotov to force Estillo out, and he won't even have a chance to get out. He'll just burn to death. Rix, good flashbang come from his teammates, gonna allow him to peek. Holds mouse 1, finds 2. Semphis has to have his back, and he will, as Semphis will clean it all up. He gets the mop out. He'll find the last 2, as Splyce will hold on against the pistols of Renegades. As you noticed, in the default from Splyce, they like to get aggressive. Arya will play close mid. Crucial will play long A. And once in a blue moon, they will aggress in their positions. But knowing the economy situation of Renegades, knowing it wasn't eco, they didn't want to play close for those pistols and make it a worrying round. They played it safe, and it pays off. As Renegades, this time it's going to be Azur alone towards the B side of the map. As Renegades have 4 members getting ready to come down mid. As Azur's going to group back up with him. Arya alone towards A this time. Crucial's already starting to rotate, but Arya smoked off. We'll see if he goes through it. Estillo's holding this full blind as Arya. He's able to get 1. Crucial's here to help him as well. Arya on the hunt for a second. Azure will bring it back as Crucial somehow allowed back out to back APC. As he'll deal even more damage to Splyce, but the trades are all going Splyce's way as it's Azure, the last one remaining. In a 1v2 situation, minute on the clock. Bomb is a little bit out to the open, but he's safe to pick it up as he's trying to find it. As he's going to work his way into sight. Now Semphis, though, such a heads-up play to push up mid. He'll find him crossing the sight. Great timing on Semphis' part, as it's going to be 6-3. As Renegades once again forced onto a semi-eco. I imagine it's going to be a quasi-buy armor pistols. Maybe a little bit of utility. Buy to around 2,000. And it looks like that's exactly what they'll do. As this time, Splyce, they're going to send Crucial a little more aggressive towards long A. They'd love to get the first pick. As a flashbang comes in for Renegades, go down drop room. Full blind was the player towards E-Box. As going to try a wrap towards the A side of the map. They'll catch Arya completely off guard. As the Tech 9s, I'd never count them out with armor. As they're going to continue the train rolling towards the A side of the map. They have to deal with Crucial. Gets one. Crucial finds a second no scope. What is Crucial doing? As he'll actually find a third towards sight. As it's all on Adder and Ustillo. Leave it all on the player on site. Crucial with 3. Can't deny the plant, but he will do enough to keep Splyce relevant in this round. As the Tech 9s almost ran away with it. Adder, the last one remaining, and he'll get spotted as well. And all 3 Splyce members will face at the same time. As Crucial will do it again for Splyce and put them up 7-3. Yeah, thank you for the bits, guys. I appreciate it. Seven to 3, the buy is out from Renegades. And not back out in Yam's hands. We'll see if he's going to be able to be effective with it. He's changed up where he plays with it. Normally we see him towards Plat Renegades default. This time he's going to help and support JKS to try to gain some long A side control of the map. And gain a little bit of map control early on and then work off of the back of it. As Yam and JKS going to line up their utility, try to take long. Crucial's playing corner, full blind, forced to fall off. He tries to play the timing off and get a shot while he was blind. But he is just going to reposition himself and hold for the cross. As he is just going to be holding. And look at this, Yam jumps up onto hay bales to whip a flashbang over. It'll only half catch Crucials. Yam's going to have to peek first. JKS is coming with him. What a shot from Yam. Spots the hip of Crucial. And that's all he needs to take him down as Renegades will take the man advantage early. No one left from Splyce towards A. And if JKS and Yam continue to aggress up long A, they'll have all the info they need for Renegades to have safe passage. As Splyce have forward towards the B side of the map. As the Renegades looks like they prepare for another drop. Take Semphis. Gonna spot it out early. Nice shot from Azure. He's planning on going right out window where Drone is crouched, willing and waiting. As he'll get timing though. Azure, beautiful timing. Doesn't peek as soon as he goes down drop. Catches Drone looking towards Connector. And this might just be the round. As the Renegades should get a 4th on the board. I don't imagine Arya and Rix are gonna go for the retake. But I wouldn't count Splyce out. Especially when they're playing like they are right now. As yeah, Arya and Rick's just gonna be saving their rifles. Arya with a fair bit yeah, at least he's ready for the retake. He'll take the head off of Azure. He was holding for the nerd room push from Splyce, and you know, he's a little trigger happy. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, man. He was ready for the retake. That's all we needed to know. He was ready for it. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Yeah, Crucial's really stepped it up for Splyce. 2 huge plays so far this game, and they've both happened towards Stable's side of A. or wood, whatever you guys want to call it. Some call it fence, wood, stables, whatever suits your fancy. And Splyce are up 7-4. Team kill aside, Renegades will still have a strong buy on the board. At bomb plant round win, but they put themselves in danger of getting reset. They do have money on the board though, so it won't be too hampering currently. They will be able to get a buy in the following round, regardless of how this one pans out, but they'd love to start the comeback now. As once again, Renegades settle back into their initial default we saw early. 2 towards drop, 1 holding the plat push, as 2 Renegades members slowly work towards outer yard. As Arya will trade a little bit of damage with JKS, as Arya is just going to continue to fall back. As Azur going to come down, drop with the Stillo. There's 2 members here from Splyce. They'll get the first one in beautiful trades from Arya to keep Splyce into this game, as now he's going to immediately rotate over towards the A side of the map. As Arya is fighting to keep themselves afloat in this round. As Arya won't be able to do it all by himself, as he'll get dropped, leaving Semphis and Rix, the last 2 remaining against 3 Renegades members. JKS holding mid. He'll find Rix completely exposed. Nice control coming out from JKS to find Rix. Leaves it all on Semphis, up in hand. And he knows JKS is playing close, doesn't want to run away to try to save. As he'll eat the flashbang, perfectly timed. JKS is going to wide swing, and that's it. A nice flash from the player's sight. That was Adder. As JKS will act on the back of it. Splyce now with only a 2-round lead. We're on round 13. Seven to 5 in Splyce. They bought another op. They are all in on round 13. 2 ops, a UMP, a Deagle, and a mag. As I'm popular. Someone's messaging me. I'm gonna go offline. Sorry, Chaz. I'm popular. As Splyce, round 13, 2 ops, UMP, Deagle, and a mag. If anyone can do it, it's Splyce. As Renegades once again settle back into this default I've mentioned before. And we'll see where they decide to apply pressure. They've been liking the A side of the map after getting the initial pick towards outer. But crucial, not playing A this round, going to be playing towards plat with his op. This is something Renegades have not had to deal with yet, as they've been too busy exploiting middle towards A as well as drop. As Drone's going to have a hard time holding this with a Deagle. He'll get the first one. AK drops in his lap. He won't be able to pick it up in time, as Yam finds Arya towards the A site, and this is going to make I think Renegades going to rotate on the back of this. I was going to say, maybe Renegades will pressure the way down drop, but it looks like the bomb's going to run all the way back to A, as it's still out, is going to come down drop room. JKS finds 2, Yam's going to find his own as well. A 2K from Yam as well as JKS for Renegades to get number 6 on the board, as we're on 14, and Splyce's money are depleted after that force buy. They went in to the piggy bank and took a loan, as the 2 ops will not work out for them. There's a Stillo once again with his teammate, gonna slowly work towards plat. They use their Molotovs to deny Splyce any early aggression and slowly aggress themselves. As Estillo is holding the broken wall peak. Nice angle to find the head of Rix early. As they leave Semphis towards plat. He's lost his teammates. He's alone and a man in need of help. But he's going to say the Deagle's all I need, as he's going to get 1. He's on the hunt for the second, who's still out. Will get shot on the way out, but he'll keep living. As Azur out drop will catch Crucial completely off guard. As Semphis and Arya, the last 2 remaining for Splyce. Arya with the AK. Or excuse me, Arya with a pistol. Gets caught out as Estillo will find him towards stairs. It leaves it all on Semphis. The real man on Splyce with the AK, but he'll get shut down by Azur. And now we have 2 lucky numbers on the board, and it's the final round of the half. Splyce would love to come out on top on the CT side. As we'll see what the buy is going to look like on Splyce's side. Arya might just drop it up. No. He's going to pick up an M4, so M4's on the board for Splyce. It's been a while since we've seen a buy round without Crucial and or Semphis with an op in their hand. And we'll see what they're going to do with the rifles. Maybe some more aggression, and already we're seeing a little bit more aggression towards long A. At least this time they're working together. Where Arya is going to go ahead and boost Crucial up towards Cubby. Drone going to try to hold drop. Semphis and Rick's going to boost towards Tree. So Splyce posturing up with these M4s. They can't afford to get picked early, nor can they go for the picks without the ops. As Azur, good flash and a drop, baits out Drone. Semphis comes as well. Azur, it's his room. It's no longer known as drop room, it's Azur room, as he'll find two, as Rix will find the head of one, and he'll find the second. Never mind, Rick says, we have bunk beds, we share this room together. As Rix will bring it back to 3v3, as Yam's working up mid with his op. We've seen him find some crazy shots so far, working up towards mid. And that's one of them. He'll find Rix through the door. What is this round for Renegades, as Yam will close it out? As we're going to be looking at 8-7. As this round was a coin flip that Renegades called heads on, and that's what it landed on. And here we go into the pistol round. We'll see if Splyce will have the Glocks firing on all cylinders. As Ustillo is going to go towards Platt early. He's about to have his hands full. He'll avoid the fake flash as Ustillo is going to challenge. And it's just a slaughter so far in favor of Renegades. Rix will bring it back, but he's the last one up against three. He's got two already in his pocket, and he's on the hunt for any more as he's stuck towards Platt. Yam's coming in. Rix bombs down on sight, and Yam will make sure Rix drops as well. Renegades win the pistol on the CT side. And that's what you like to see if you're a Renegades fan. Splyce quickly out Platt, but quickly hitting the floor. So 9-7 after pistol round. You're going to see Splyce pick up the typical pistol and armor. A little bit of utility to work with. Two flashes. Drone already hampered this round. Going to be a little more hampered, as that nade's going to put him down to 63. As Renegades should have a relatively easy time. But again, would not count on upgraded pistols, especially those sneaky Tech 9s. And Semphis on the Deagle. As they have four upgraded SMGs, one M4 on Yam. JKS working out towards long. Will catch Semphis. Looking his way as JKS will walk away. A $600 richer man as Azur. He's having a party towards his drop room. He's going to try to state his aggression once again. Let everyone know this is his room. He'll fall back as Yam towards connector door. First player baits for the jump cross as Arya will trade it out immediately. Nice play with these pistols by Splyce. But still, this round still firmly in the grasps of Renegades. Although Azur and JKS heavily tagged, it leaves Arya with an M4 and Rix on attack. As they are stuck in connector, they have to find a way out. And if Renegades drop one player, that's going to be the highway to a site. Rix is out and Rix is gone. It's all on Arya with an M4. And he's going to slowly work his way into B. We'll see if he checks his close right. He did, but he doesn't spot Azur. As now things have gone bad to worse from Arya. He's able to do more damage. Can't find the frag, and Azur will strike. Doesn't check far right of the door as Renegades will go up 10-7 as Splyce. We'll see if they upgrade some more pistols, and they will do so accordingly. Only one out on Semphis. He's down to 1,600 as all of his teammates. We'll see what they decide to do on the back of this. And it seems to be a mutual agreement on the investment to some P250s armor on Rix. Azur. He gets boosted. There's four players in front of him. He's able to get the first one. Here they come. He gets two before he drops to drone. These SMGs are inflicting damage upon Splyce as Ustillo gonna find two of his own. Azur in a rough spot with the MP9 will pick up two. And a nice closeout by JKS as Renegades No problem with the unarmored opponents of Splyce, as the SMGs will continue to shred them to Swiss cheese. But here comes the buy from Splyce. AK is up. Enough money in Crucial's pockets to pick up the AWP. That's about 3.5 bitcoins. We're talking Canadian dollars, give or take. I don't even know if you can split a bitcoin in half, but if you can, that's roughly the price of it if I'm doing the math in my head correctly. Maybe 4 bitcoins. Something like that. Is it still going to be playing close to broken? Did they lose the bomb in the barrels? Okay, I was going to say that would be heartbreaking on the first rifle round for Splyce on the T side. Drone just had to reach on in there, retrieve the bomb. As Splyce will fall into their own default, where Arya plays towards the A side, makes some noise, trying to inflict some damage early. Bitcoins, bitcons. Tomato, tomato, man. I'm sorry, I'm Canadian. One player, Splyce, playing anti-flash towards Plat Azert. Underneath window. It looks like Azert's going to take the peek. Nice shot onto Rix. Cleans it up. Gets out of the line of fire. Semphis is going to drop. He's going to try to find a return frag, so he allows his players towards Plat to feel less pressure to slowly work out. As they know Semphis has presence here. His teammates will clean up with Stillo, and Semphis will strike, but so will Azert in return, as he's the last line of defense of Renegades towards B. And the fence will drop quickly, leaving Yam and JKS the last two remaining Splyce. Their HP is starting to dwindle, but they have enough to hold on, as Drone almost dies at Molotov. But Crucial, lovely peek, will clean up Yam, leaves it all on JKS, UMP. And he's not even going to try it. He's out of there. JKS on the hunt for some exit frags. We'll see if he's going to be able to drop the op. He'll be able to do so, as he's going to try to hold on for dear life. 2 bullets in the clip. Somehow still alive on 17 as Drone will make magic happen at the end as Splyce will stay alive, but Renegades, look at all the money they have built up after just 3 rounds on those SMGs. As the op will easily come back out on Yam. And Splyce forced to go up onto a UMP on Semphis. As Splyce once again settle back into their default Arya, I imagine. Going to be trying to be this thorn in the side of the Renegades players who play towards A. He'd love to find an early pick and fall back. The default will be considered a success, but him just having presence there is the goal for Splyce. As Azert back towards his window position and Crucial. He's on the hunt with a Safari Mesh. Smoke denies him vision for a little bit as Yam gonna get aggressive himself with a Safari Mesh. As Splyce, it looks like they plan to gain a little bit of drop room control, if not some noise, and yet with Rix going down, it's about to become a rodeo towards the B side of the map. As Rix will go down by his lonesome, trying to wreak a little bit of havoc to the Renegades members. As that smoke from Rix allows Azert to play actually on top of it if he backs up to the far side of Pillar, as Adder with support from his Stillo back in Cubby. As Adder now forced to hold down the E-box position. Semphis taking it slow, clearing the angles, pizza, sidewalk. And they know where Adder is, and he'll drop for it. Crucial gonna find him as here comes a take from Splyce down the trades. All in Splyce's pockets as Yam can't fire a single shot before he gets a bullet to the dome, leaving it all on JKS. As Splyce, with precision and an explosion towards the B side of the map, will be able to catch the Renegades members off guard, as they left Adder alone towards site to try to hold towards E-box. But it's tricky when you have to hold 2 angles. Not only do you have to worry about E-box, you have to worry about Plat. And with his Stillo towards Cubby, yes, he was able to find 2, but Adder drops without finding 1. That ultimately allowed Splyce to get site control, bomb planted, and the round as JKS would love to hold on to this M4. As the Renegades have depleted their funds. Their checkbook is almost out of pages. As JKS will be able to save. That chicken just disappeared. I don't know if anyone saw it. As Splyce get ever closer to Renegades. As I imagine Renegades aren't going to invest much. Azure might buy a pistol. He's just going to go for a flashbang, maybe a P250 behind it. Looks like Castillo will be the man to buy the P250. So JKS, the M4, going to head towards the B side of the map while his teammates, one P250 to work with in a flash. Thank you, Angry. As it JKS heads towards the M4, Splyce. Have a good idea what's going on with Renegades right now. They know if they do buy, it's going to be pistols. Let's just hold back. Bank that it is an eco. And they are right, as they're just going to once again do this default. Leave Arya alone towards outer yard towards A. Allow him to continue to be a pain in Renegades. But a pain always gets dealt with sooner or later. Yeah, it's not going to be this round, though. Arya, good awareness to turn around as he backs up and slowly starts to work his way to his teammates. As Crucial and Co. slowly work their way to plat. JKS boosted with the M4 to see if he can inflict damage. He gets two. The third, not yet to come around the corner. Hesitant is Crucial as a call comes out to rotate. And Renegades will have a good read on this. Azure will be able to pick up an AK and rotate himself as this round became extremely doable now for Renegades. The JKS will get on the scene with his M4 before Splyce can even get close as they're on site. Renegades, JKS backside, his teammate's gonna bait for him. Adder doesn't mind dying if it helps the greater good as JKS is gonna peek. He gets one, it's all on JKS. Timing, not gonna work out for him on 13 HP. Won't be able to find Arya, but it came down to the wire on the one M4 saved. But forcing 3 rebuys out of Splyce with a 1 M4. They'll be happy with that. And here comes the buy from Renegades. Op is out. And of course it's in the hands of Yam. As once again, Splyce. We're going to see this default an awful lot. Both teams respect each other immensely. They trust in their defaults and they're willing to hold them until they are called upon. As Azure, E-Box side of drop room, playing it relatively safe. That Molotov's going to make him reconsider, and he will just fall off. No reason to hold it. You have a teammate towards site going to E-drop, or E-Box room. That's a Stillo, as he will just hold his window position. As Yam, he's trying to find Crucial, but Crucial will get the better of him. Peeks right into it. Crucial will take the first pick and Splyce. You can tell they're not too nervous or not too trigger happy. Not going on the immediate pick. Castillo felt pressure to return the frag, and he will. He'll find Semphis towards drop. As Splyce now, once again, things start to go their way. The scale starts to tip in their favor towards B. Get the first pick. Lose a member, and immediately they go onto the lurk of Arya, who's been hanging out towards A. And they're going to go on the back of it, leaving Adder alone, the stand-in for Renegades. Back sight. He's going to have a nice flashbang. Gets one, lines up the second. He'll find Crucial as well. 30 seconds, he'll finally drop, but it is all on Arya. A huge play from Adder. As Arya has 3 to find, he's only able to find the one who's still on Azure. Will stay alive as Renegades will get 12 on the board. (12-10), and we're on round 23, and Splyce are all in. Instead of allowing Renegades to get to 13 on a possible half buy from Splyce or just some pistols. We saw it on the CT side where they went in all in round 13, and now we're on round 23 when they're on T side, and they're going to pick up 3 AKs, UMP, and a tech. Splyce going to go ahead and go for it. As they have 3 smokes to work with, a couple Molotovs. JKS can inflict a little bit of damage with his own Molotov. As this looks like a lot of A side pressure from Splyce. No one towards B. They're going to slowly shift and W up towards the A side of the map. JKS down towards danger. Crucial about to say hello, and he definitely will. He'll also say goodbye in the same sentence. As Drone's going to try to find something towards A, and he'll find it. Azar down towards Stables. It leaves it all on Yam. He only has a CZ. They haven't found him yet. Nice trigger discipline to find one. Might find a second towards site. He will. Not before Arya, though. We'll drop him, leaving it all on Adder, who gets spotted, and Arya finds a second for himself as Splyce on the 3 AKs. They'll for sure make it pay off as all 3 AKs stay alive, and they'll come within 1 round of Renegades. Ooh, and a pause last second. I like it. I like it. Oh, they're lagging. That's unfortunate. Admin. I have never seen admin type so many times in chat. He must be a popular fellow. Alright, we're all good. I wish I was admin. He's popular. So we're just waiting. It's a BO3? No, it's a BO2. Who is this admin fellow? Yep. So the unpause should come shortly. We have a close game between Renegades and Splyce for the ECS Development League. 3 weeks or so. Full of just action. You guys are going to have an exciting March out of you. A lot of great teams, up-and-coming talent as well, if you look at the NA side of things. B's Money Crew, a team who I've been following since about season 19 to 20. A team broken into Premier, doing work so far, known for having deep runs in online tournaments, known for just insane shots from Ordell, who is one of the nuttiest oppers you'll probably ever watch in NACS Premier level right now. So if you're looking for some exciting new talent up and coming that you want to keep your eyes on, definitely keep your eyes open for BMC. Really cool dudes. Been together for quite some time, and their roster is really at a strong point now. Just recently adding Connor 93. Yeah, Wardell and Seb are absolutely insane. So definitely a team to keep in your in the back of your mind if you're watching this qualifier. Yeah, Wrath is good as well. He does play in Premier for NA. Really good for his young age. Another guy to look out for. Not really a sellout, maybe a little bit, before the unpause comes through. Oboe. He plays in IM in NA. He's 13. So, shout out to young Obes. He's pretty crazy. Anyway, enough about young and upcoming talent, although they are the future. We're going to jump right back into this one. As Renegades, 4 nades on the board, 2 upgraded pistols. As they do not want to go down without a fight, without their fists swinging. As Splyce. AKs, and they're willing and waiting for Renegades to step into them. As Semphis just going to hold back. As Renegades have the triple nade dunk lined up, as JKS is going to be spotting for them. And if anyone from Splyce decided to go towards Plat, they'd probably end up having a bad day. It might just ruin their day. As there will be one flashbang thrown towards B to at least keep Renegade's attention. And look it towards AAM. Alone and push back into sight as the take comes out from Splyce. Let's go Yam Cam. As there's Molotovs towards site. Rix might just wide swing. They haven't found him yet. Yam, here's the bomb getting planted. Might be able to find Crucial, and he will deny the plant and find one. Semphis will trade it out. It leaves JKS and Azur, as they're able to inflict some damage. They'll find two. Leaves it all on JKS. Silence USP this round. Firmly in the hands of Splyce. They just need to mold it and make it theirs, as the bomb will get planted. And this one surely is going Splyce's way, and Arya will make sure it does. As we're going to be at 12-12. And we'll see what Renegades want to invest in this round. 3,800, 3,100, 4,000. And it is just going to be one more round of pistols for Renegades. So we'll see if Renegades can continue to inflict damage towards the Splyce side. Every kill is crucial, especially getting the last two in the previous round. Look at the money on Crucial and Rix on the rebuys. So even if Renegades inflict a little bit of damage, they'll be content with that, knowing Splyce couldn't have built up too big of an economy behind them. As I like this play from Drone, something you don't see too often unless you're rushing plat. One player Deady anti-flash. As Crucial will be holding for anyone to peek towards plat. As Arya doing what Arya does best, lurking up mid. Spots JKS, will find one. Can he find Yam as well? Down to 51 HP as Yam, as Arya's lurks have been deadly, inflicting tons of damage towards Renegades, and Arya is aware enough to back up on the hunt for the third before Yam will put him down. But Arya doing immense amounts of work towards the A site, finding one, and then a second, and pulling a rotation as Splyce will just clean it up towards the B side of the map. Arya has done his job. As Splyce will take a one-round lead. It's been a while since I've said that. Splyce in the lead in the later rounds of this second half. As Crucial will upgrade to an op. And Yam will get his hands on one once again. And take a look at Renegades' utility that they can use. They have 3 smokes, 2 Molotovs. JKS has nothing. Yam down to a single flash after buying the op. Not too much utility that Renegades can expend to slow down Splyce's roll. As Azur's about to use his smoke towards drop, Semphis is going to molly him. Azur will stand in the Molotov for a slight second to get that smoke off, but he can't repeat due to the Molotov. As Azur will reaggress and find that no one is home. As Ustillo is going to go ahead and boost him. This might catch Splyce completely off guard. Rix was holding for this. No pre-fire yet. Here comes a little bit. As Rix is trying to keep Azur honest. But as the smoke clears and the bullets stop, Azur will make noise of his own. The nade will come in, but it won't do too much damage as Renegades have made out like bandits after finding Semphis with a smoke in his hand. As Yam will squish the lurk of Arya for the first time. It's been a while since they've dealt with it as Yam. He's not done yet. He'll have 2. Drone and Rix, the last 2 remaining for Splyce. As Yam is going to fall back after he knows he's done a job well done. Doesn't want to throw it away. He's going to fall back towards site. He leaves it all on Drone and Rix, and they're working up towards mid. As Rix with a op out. Drone going to use his utility, 10 seconds. Splyce aren't even going to go for it. They know they have 5 Renegades members to find in front of them. And they're not going to dare. They're going to run away. 13-13. The game draws ever closer. As an op and an AK will get saved for Splyce. And they will have tons of money to buy, at least on Semphis. He'll have to drop a teammate. Crucial will do the same. And here we go into one of the most crucial rounds of the game so far. As both teams on the lower side of the money in their hands. 13-13. Renegades. And a chance going back down to 1,400. Splyce. On the verge of an eco. The most crucial round and most critical round so far this game is happening right now. And of course, Arya is going to be towards the A side of the map. Trying to be that distraction. trying to be that thorn in the side of Renegades that he's been all game. As Azur smokes off drop and is just going to fall off this time. He doesn't even want to aggress. He's going to go ahead and boost his still out. He might just go back to his home towards drop, and he will. As Adder is still out. Going to be holding towards Plat. As there's 55 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to continue to hold long. JKS might just rotate, and he will. Through connector he goes. As here comes Splyce, all 5 members towards Plat. It's about to be a bar brawl as Drone will get the first one. Ustillo boosted. He's able to wide swing twice, and his teammates here to back him up as Ustillo, a huge play from Tree, is able to pick up 3 as Renegades will go up 14-13. A beautiful play from Ustillo. He got help from JKS, so he didn't go down to a second player out sidewalk. And an easy wide swing from Ustillo to clean up 3. As Renegades now put Splyce between a rock and a Renegade, as they are stuck on 2 AKs, Tech 9s, and Splyce are all in once again. I feel like I've said this a couple times. It's worked out before. Don't count them out. They've done it with 2 AKs. Or if they've done it with 3 AKs before, we'll see if one more depleted, only leaving with 2, if they can still make it happen. As they're contemplating going through this mid-smoke for now, they're going to allow Semphis to work. The second AK on the back of Rex is holding long A. As Splyce make noise early and slowly walk out towards mid. Yeah, rotated. Perfect timing to catch. Rex rotating towards mid. JKS using his utility wisely as he backs up APC. Gets 1, double spray on the second. Crucial will finally find a kill for Splyce. He'll find 2, actually. Bring it back to a 1-man deficit as Crucial will continue to push up. Finds a 3rd on the hunt for the 4th. He knows Ustillo's home. He's going to knock on his door, and it doesn't matter if he answers. He'll drop like a ton of bricks as Crucial by himself has found 4. Going off for Splyce once again, leaving it all on Adder in a 1v2. And he's already tagged down to 38, and he has to find Semphis and or Crucial in a 1v1. As Adder's going to slowly work up. He spots Semphis, baited out, and Crucial will get the yanks. That's how the cookie crumbles. And the Renegade's hat starts to droop. As Splyce tie it back up at 14's money, though. Don't worry. Still on the side of Renegades. As Splyce will get AKs back out. I'm going to take a moment to breathe, because I don't even know. Crucial is just insane. Splyce, quick play. They know they have no utility for a take. Ustillo, full blind, finds 2. Rix, though, has something to say about that. He's going to work out. He's going to find JKS towards Rocket. Leaves it all on Yam as Splyce have done it again. Little to no utility to make a full execution happen. And the brute force play. The football American style. Just run out and hit him and hope for the best. As Yam in a 1v2, retaking with the op, might just put Splyce on match point. Good Molotov from Rex to make Yam pick an alternate route. As Semphis and Rex have this site unlocked, Yam's walking up, spots Rex, but Semphis might just wide swing on him, and Yam, he's done with this game. He doesn't like football. He's out. $15-14 Renegades. They'll buy up what they can. That's an op out on Yam. 2 upgraded CZs on JKS as well as Adder. It's still on Azur. Gonna have SMGs. As Yam's gonna open it up. Renegades at least got something going early. Nice shot from Yam as he's able to get away for free. And Splyce with 3 members and bombs slowly work their way out towards mid. JKS gonna push towards danger. He's gonna reassess and just fall back as he's tasked to lock down A by himself with a CZ. Yam rotates to B to try to catch some players off guard of Splyce, but there's no one home, and it's all on JKS. He knows the take's coming. Splyce are starting to push towards site. Azur currently stuck in this position with a Molotov at his feet. As Splyce will get the bomb planted, and it comes down to this retake. Rix might just shut down this flank, and he will. That's one of the rifles out of the hands of Renegades, a UMP gun. But still, man advantage on the retake. Drone will drop for free. We might just see OT as it's all on Rix. He's coming through mid. We'll get the first one. He has to find Yam with the op, and he will. Don't tell me Rix has time to get here. Smoke on bomb. This might just be OT. Rix gonna find the fourth. The fifth's in the smoke. He's defusing the bomb. Can Rix get the ace to win the game for Splyce? And he can't. Azur will stick the defuse. And we're going to OT. Rix did so much with a 4K, but can't find the ace in the end as we're going to OT. Well, here we go. It was close for Rix, but in the end, Renegades will push him to OT 15-15. As Splyce get another go on their T side. As Yam's gonna get aggressive with his op. I like this presence from him. He started to do it later in the second half, getting aggressive with his op, and he's gonna continue that forward on the CT side, getting the first one. Crucial's on the other side of the smoke. You won't spot him. Splyce get picked early, and Renegades looking better and better as this game goes by. And I also notice already Renegades a little more free with her rotations. And that's going to leave Astiller to get caught out completely. They're unaware of the presence from Splyce down drop, and they're going to pay for it. JKS rotates early, allows him to get down drop for free. Adder alone towards site. He has to have this unlocked. He gets the first one, able to find the second. Adder showing up when Renegades needs him, as Semphis can only get one as they lined up for him, leaving it all on Rix. In a 1v3 situation, he spots Azur. He'll let him know that he is home. He has bomb in his back. Yam spots him crossing. Great peek from Azur. 16-15. Renegades pick up the first round of OT. JKS gonna use his utility early towards mid. Renegades like smoking mid early, using the utility to slow the roll. If Arya decides to lurk out a little too soon, he'll eat a nade for his troubles as Splyce work out plat on the back of this broken wall smoke. As they're gonna boost Crucial up and over the smoke. That is the plan. Let's go Crucial POV. As they'll spot one player getting into Cubby, and Semphis has his back, but look at this. They don't get ready. They're not ready for Azur in his positioning, but Drone. A nice quick refrag leaves it all on Yam and JKS. Against 4 Splyce members, site is completely empty. Bomb just has to be retrieved and brought over to the site. As Yam and JKS still have to deal with Splyce's utility. They have 3 smokes, 2 Molotovs. Going to make it extremely difficult for this retake to happen. Now, Yam will pop some shots for the smoke, but I'm not too sure he's going to fully commit to this. They might just save. JKS and Yam going to be discussing the possibility. There's a smoke at their feet, and the bomb's ticking away, and they haven't found a frag. They are just going to fall back. JKS and Yam going to be trying to save the op. JKS towards long, Yam towards danger stairs. He'll find Rix towards mid. And Semphis not going to go for the chase. 16-16. It continues to be a back and forth game, even in OT. Did an auto sniper just get bought? It did. And it might be a misclick. It is, considering there are 2 ops out for Renegades. So I'm happy I stayed on board with JKS, where the auto was misbought. They meant to get another op on the board. They will get it out on Adder, but that's 5 grand left on the floor. Not looking too good for Renegades right now, but I mean, it is last round of the half, so who cares? Not wasted. As Yam's able to find Drone Rex, we'll trade it out immediately. But no waste of money. As the first pick goes the way of Renegades, a good trade that did come out from Rex and Splyce are just going to be rotating back towards the B side of the map, where Renegades have his still out towards drop. As Adder with a secondary up, going to be playing towards plat as JKS picks up the auto. This might get interesting. And Adder's going to flash for himself. He's going to take the beak. All of them are blind. He gets the first one. Semphis comes around the corner. Semphis will still be alive for the time being, but Estillo is going to come help him out. Adder drops. Good return frag from Estillo. As Arya and Rix man down. Going to try to find Estillo and get into the site. As Rix first on the scene. Arya to back him up. Rix gets spotted. He'll go down. It's all on Arya and Estillo. Nice crosshair placement and transfer to the head of Arya. We'll find it in Renegades. Will end on their CT side, 1 round over Splyce. Going into the second round any moment. And we're going to see a double op out from Splyce, Crucial and Semphis. We know Crucial's been doing significant damage with his op. We'll see what Semphis can do. He's going to be helping out Drone towards E-box area, just underneath drop. Arya. His name starts with A and ends in A. He's going to be addicted towards the A side of the map. This Crucial, once again, aggressive towards long A with his op. The same setups from both teams. Even in OT, they're going to stick to what they know and stick to their guns, as it's gotten both teams this far, and in OT in Game 1. As Azur and Stillo will push forward. Semphis with the op, gets flashed. If he repeats, he might just lose his head, but he's quick on the trigger. He's able to get the first one, is Stillo. Lost a brother and doesn't want to repeat that, gonna fall back. As Stillo, this time has backup. This time they're going plat, but he is just gonna hang out, down to 58 HP. Splyce get the pick early. But keep an eye on Yam on this side of the map. He has an op and he's working A. If he gets a pick, Splyce gonna pull a member over early. But if Yam got a pick, he might have just seen Renegades run all the way back, but Yam's gonna go meet up with him. As Estillo continues to try to find drop presence, not to be. Drone will shut it down as 2 members are out of Renegades. They line up for Rix. They don't check stairs. And easy kills for Rix. He'll find 2. Yam, last one up. Nice shot onto Arya. He found Crucial earlier as well. As Yam gets 2 towards A. But the bomb down on B site. 13 seconds. And with Rix hot on their heels, Splyce will pick up the first round on their CT side. Okay. Yam thought he was donezo there. With good movement and a nice shot, he'll find Rix. And he will be able to carry the op over. A nice save for Yam. Splyce still the double ops out on Crucial and Semphis, and keep an eye on Crucial once again, getting aggressive towards long A. Flashes for himself. Might just peek in the Molotov. He will. He spots the op of Yam, but he doesn't know there's 2 more players from Renegades pushed up close, and he will get the flick over, but a good trade from Estillo. Those trades favor the terrorists in this situation. As you can see, Splyce pulling 2 members off B to rotate over early. As Semphis is going to jump out and play towards balcony. As Rix doesn't feel comfortable enough to play aggressive towards site now on B. It forces the CTs to spread out thin and reconsider their options as Azur towards drop. Bombs working its way back towards plat. So it looks like Rix has gotten some help in the form of Drone. As Rix will Molotov that corner, forces Stillo out. Can't find the fragment, inflicts some damage. And Rix isn't going to go on the hunt. He respects Renegades and knows he spotted more players as he's just going to go back towards his stairs position. Molotov from his teammate Drone. As Rix will feel right at home behind the stairs position. 2 Molotovs on Renegades. We'll see if one gets thrown towards stairs. They're just going to let Yam hunt for a little bit. As Rix is playing this extremely passively. Let's go Rix cam. As he hears all these players, the utility from Splyce are landing. They're not going to clear stairs again. There's 3 members out. This happened in the previous round. They didn't check this. As Rix, he's able to get the first one. Turns around, spots him towards sight. Rix and Drone locking this down, leaving Azur the last one remaining, and he'll get cleaned up. They don't clear stairs again. And this time they pay for it dearly like they did previously. With Rix and Drone finding all the players that jumped out from Renegades. As Splyce, 1 round away from closing this out. As Renegades, 1 round from losing the first game in a BO2. Adder forced onto a good old Galil. As Renegades' utility is slim and far in between. As Azur able to get the first one on Crucial. Arya's here to back him up. Drone is holding the door. As Stillo's on the hunt for Arya, but Drone has his back. The bomb is working out towards middle. He's going to follow Yam all the way to the promised land. And that is a site. As JKS will go prodding towards the site. And Splyce will have 1 man advantage to this retake, but look at Semphis' and Arya's HP. This retake's going to be extremely difficult. Molly going to deny them a little longer on the retake. As here we go, it's about to come in a full swing. We might see double OT, or we might just see Splyce end it here. A little team damage never hurt anybody except Arya. As he's going to get ready to go out on the back of that flash. Molotov to boot, and they're going to go out. Smoke dissipates. Line up. JKS gets 1 good trade, leaving it all on Adder. And before I can get onto him, Drone finds 2 as Splyce will close it out. 19-17. As we're off to game number 2. With Splyce